Hey y'all. So here's an update for the August video. I was going to try and do them weekly. I think I said I was going to do them weekly. That's not even possible for me. I don't know why I try. I should just do what I do and let it be that. So I am doing how many skeins can I polish off in a month. That's slow going at this point. And I have a ton of stuff to show you that I've worked on so far. A ton of stuff that's going to go in the August 24th drop, so this video will come out before then so that you guys can see what's going on. I don't know what day. I'm currently in a class, a remote class, so I'm sitting in this chair all day long, and my brain is fried, but I'm going to try and get this video out, and I'm gonna try and show you everything that I've worked on in the month of August, and it's been a lot, so bear with me. So we'll go through the things that I finished. I found a dishcloth pattern that I really like, and I killed, I think, 3 skeins of yarn with just all these dishcloths. So one of them is mine because I didn't make it like square, because I didn't know how wide I should go. And the colors on this are really, like, I don't know, it's muted. This camera, this is an Elgato MK2, and it really does not pick up my colors well. But anyways, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this colorway, so one of them is just going to be for me. And then I have a teal colorway that I polished off a skein of yarn with, and there's 1, 2, 3. And then I have one that I worked up in this colorway. This is all Lily and Sugar, or Lily, Sugar, and Cream. I will never be able to remember that. And this one's called Garden Party. So I'm working on a skein to put in the bag. But dishcloths, I made a ton. I just kind of, they're easy. They take, like, oh my gosh, I can do probably 2 in an hour. It's a really easy repeat. I'll put the link in the description box to the video of the creator that I got the pattern from. It's called A Holy Marriage Stitch. I think it's not, the marriage stitch is different than the holy, and so it's like, because there's extra space in it. Not that it's blessed or anything. So we don't do that around here. Anyways, so that's the dishcloths. I found, so my work laptop is under that wire basket, and in that wire basket was a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't know was in there. So I found these, they're fingerless gloves, and I made them probably when I was in Oklahoma, which was must have been like 2017 when I made these. And I just hadn't woven the ends in. So those are done. And then these aren't technically done because I haven't finished the ends of all the straps or the ties. But I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trans pride bandanas, and 4, I do have a 5th one in rainbow, and I did the rainbow ones with different borders because I just kind of, I don't know, the colors change a lot through these, and so I didn't want like blue if the outside of the bandana was mainly blue, so I just kind of went for it. So 10 head bandanas. That's a lot. This is a Wicked inspired granny cardigan. This is already spoken for. So this was a finish. I've been working on this for months. So this was, I finished this yesterday, which was the 18th of August. Let's see. These two things were in that wire basket that I found. This one was not, the scarf wasn't joined. These are both Tunisian crochet, so I made them into just kind of like an infinity wrap. So this was probably done with stash yarn. I don't know. I remember working on this in probably 2019. I remember working this up on the couch, and it may have actually been in 2020 because I was sitting on the couch with Luna and my mom bought me Tunisian crochet hooks for Christmas one year, and I'm pretty sure that was 2019. And then this is also Tunisian crochet that I found in my stash. It was already sewn, like already joined. So I just put a tag on it. This is really thick yarn. I have a feeling that this yarn came from the store that shall not be named because I have some still that I'm working through. This is a shawl that I did not finish this month. It's been finished for a while, but I did finally put a tag on it. It's the Granny Virus shawl, and this is made out of Lion brand ice cream in the colorway Ube. I really love this colorway. This is also, so everything I'm showing here except for the Wicked cardigan and a dice bag will not be, or everything I'm showing you today except for the Wicked cardigan and the dice bag will be on the shop on the 24th of August. I will be going live on YouTube. So if you want to shop, you can shop and you can ask me a bunch of questions if you'd like. This is a small cardigan that I finished from Karen Ombre. This is it's small. It's not made for a human my size. I wear like a large XL t-shirt, and so this is small on me. This is not, this goes like to my hips. It was not meant to be a large cardigan. So I was testing to see like different sizes. So this is definitely a small. This will be on the website for sale, doing all the things. And then this dice pouch was a commission. So this is pretty much done. I just have to connect the ties. And then that's it. And the dice pouch and the Wicked cardigan are going to the same household, but not to the same person. Yarn. Let's look at yarn because I'm hoping that you all will eat up the yarn because I have a lot and I can't make more. I can't buy more and I can't make more if people don't buy it. So, buy my yarn. So, I have a friend, Ian, who inspired the cotton yarn dyeing. This is 100% Pima cotton in a DK weight, and the camera is not going to show the best color variants, but this is called Ian's Blues. I made him one of these, a set of these, but the color was really, really light because I ice dyed it, and it was the first time I did ice dyeing. So these are very saturated. They're very I ice dyed these, but I used more dye than I did the last time. The person who I watched do ice dyeing, they said, hey, a little bit of dye goes a long way. And I don't think a little bit of dye went a long way. So, this is, I really like how this came out. I should probably just get up. So I have some Tencel in a few different colorways. And I moved things around because I was trying to kind of organize. Should never try that. Okay, those are spoken for. This is ivory. And I just wanted to dye it and see how it turned out. So this is ivory. The 3 of these have already been claimed. Let's see. think these are the last of the Tencel. So in an effort to do kind of an autumn fall colorway inspired yarn, I put, this was my brainchild. There's 3 of these in Tencel. And I like the way they turned out. Once they're twisted and the green kind of melds in, it works. But at first I was like, oh, I don't know about this. But I do have 3 matching skeins of Tencel in the emerald green that's in this. So if you needed, they match because I had leftover dye. So I did that. And then the last color I have in Tencel, I believe, is, this is going to be called Jack-o'-lantern. So it's, you know, black and splashes of yellow and orange. Again, this camera does not do it justice. So I have this in Tencel. And Tencel is I believe it's a DK weight. But that's also on my website. So I have a yarn info section that tells you which bases are what weight. So let's finish going through. I gotta pull these because I stashed yarn literally everywhere, so that I could show it off. We're just gonna put it on the chair, and I'm gonna stand because I've been sitting all day long, and my back could use a break. These will go. So there's some things that I have posted on the web or on like social media that people have seen, but they haven't hit the website. So all of these colorways are hitting the website all at the same time. I believe. Oh my gosh, there's so much yarn. There's literally so much yarn. Okay, so we're going to start with what's in the chair. I was asked to do some more fingering weight yarn. So this is our Flaming Sunset, or my Flaming Sunset that I did in a DK weight. There. Flaming Sunset in a fingering weight. I was asked for more fingering, so that's what I did. So there are 4 skeins of the Flaming Sunset in fingering weight yarn. And as I go through, we're just going to toss them in the box. So I have 2 versions of this specifically. My dear friend Allie loves cherry blossoms. So this colorway is named after her. It's Allie's Sakura Blossoms. And this is Pima Cotton Air. And this is the softest yarn I think I have ever picked up. I don't use wool, so I don't really have any frame of reference, but this, like, I want to sleep in this yarn. It's supposed to be an Aran weight, but I feel like it's more like a worsted. But I've got 2 of these because Allie bought 2. And then I have 4 of the same colorway in the 100% Pima Cotton DK weight. I just love how these turned out. Some people say you can't get really good like speckling effects with cotton, and you don't get really crisp speckles, but the effect is there, and I really like that. So that's one of my favorite colorways. These are all in the worsted weight yarns. This is Cotton Boucle. This is a Trans Pride colorway. So if you follow me on TikTok, I did this one. I did a video on this one and on the Sea Glass, which I'll show you next. So there's 4 of these in Cotton Boucle, and it is a worsted weight. this was my attempt at a Wicked inspired colorway. I don't know that it translates, but it did turn out pretty. It just didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. But this is also cotton boucle. There's 4 of them, worsted weight. They are really pretty. There's a lot of bare spots, which I kind of like. I will reattempt Wicked. I promise. Alright, and so this next colorway is called Sea Glass. It was done with an ice dye. Sea Glass is... I was going to do this with pink for the Wicked colorway, but it was too pretty to dye over. So Sea Glass broke in just this really fun kind of jade sea glassy look. It's variegated. It's got lots of different greens in it, a little bit of yellow, just like very, very light yellows. But ice dyeing seemed to work out really well for this particular colorway. Again, cotton boucle, worsted weight. And now on to the rest of my Halloween fall inspired yarns. I did these all in the last couple of weeks. So I have this one, and we're calling it Berry Salad. This is on fingering, 100% cotton fingering. This is what I wanted the other fall colorway to look like. I just pulled the green out. I used leftover dye, Dances with Raisins, and then I speckled other colors that I used in the tinsel on here, and this is what I was going for. But this is called Berry Salad. People really like it, so there's 4 of them. Okay, so this is my other jack-o'-lantern color. There's 3 of these. This is on the Pima Cotton Air, which is supposed to be the Aran weight, but really feels like a worsted weight. Super soft. I cannot tell you how soft this is. There are no words. It's like soft like butter. I don't know. I don't know. I want to wrap myself in all of it. It's so soft. So yeah, so 3 of these in jack-o'-lantern. And then I have, this was I was calling this Spooky Brew, but I don't really know if I'm settled on the name yet. Lime green, black, and purple. And I love them. There's 3 on the Pima Cotton Air, which is that Aran worsted weight kind. I know you're probably sick of me saying which one it is, but someone eventually is going to ask me what weight this is. And I'm going to tell you it's in the video. So there's 3 of these. I dyed these first, and then I went back and did a set of fingering weight. So I have 4 in the fingering weight, and I did them just slightly different. I tried to make sure that the colors didn't get muddy, that they didn't spread too far. So I did, again, there's black. You can see how like some of the black moved, and there's some gray in there. They turned out really pretty. So there is a ton of stuff. I lost count. I'll probably put a number up on the screen that says how many things I have that are going to be listed on the website, including all of the stuff that's still on the website. So if you need yarn, buy it from me. My prices haven't gone up because I bought this before the tariffs, but all of my yarn I purchased in the United States, or from US businesses. I'm not saying that their prices won't be affected, but currently that's where we're at. Now I have to show you where I am for skeins. It's not a lot, but I finished a lot of stuff, so I kind of feel like finishing the projects doesn't really, like, just because I don't have a lot of skeins that I finished doesn't mean I didn't do a lot of work. So I have, this one is Big Twist Living. So this one's going to be Life. So I did one of those, inclusivity. So Trans Pride, and then this is Rainbow. I should have... Oh, there was 3 of these Lily Sugar and Cream. I threw away one of the labels. So Sunrise Ombre was that first colorway I showed you. I used up 2 of those, I believe. Yep, Sunrise Ombre I used 2, and then Beach Glass I used 1. And then, oddly enough, I finished 2 skeins of specs. This particular Wicked cardigan used 4 skeins total, I believe. Maybe it was definitely, I know it was definitely 3. I definitely went through pink once already, but I was working on it before August, so I didn't keep my labels. But 1 pink punch and 1 fresh moss. So we are at 7 skeins total. I know, it feels really weird. It feels like I didn't do a lot, but I did a lot. I'm proud of how much I've gotten done. Now it just needs to find new homes. There's lots of stuff, lots of handmade items here. The bandanas probably won't get a tag because my tags are kind of big. So these won't get tags, but all the big stuff has tags on it. And now what am I working on in the interim? Because there's just so much stuff that I've finished. I have my knitted, it's like a shawl, really wide shawl, that I'm working on out of skeins that I was gifted. That yarn is wool based, and so that will be a donation. I also started another granny cardigan in Lion brand mandala. I'm still using a 6 hook, and this one is satyrs. I have 2 of these, so I thought, why not? I finished a granny cardigan, I'll make another granny cardigan. I have a bag that I'm working on still. I'm pretty sure that I talked about that previously. But in the interest of time, in the interest of what day it is, I'm just going to edit the video, and it's going to go up on YouTube, hopefully in the next day or 2, so that you all have kind of a beat on what is going up on the 24th. I will be going live on the 24th. It is going to be at 8 a.m. Pacific. We have training with Brutus in the afternoon, so I figured that would be a good time for me to just get up, go live, and then we would just hang out for a couple of hours, and I will pack orders as they come in, and then we'll go to training with Brutus in the afternoon. So yeah, I think that's it. It's a lot. I have like 4 amigurumi projects that I have started. It's like I start an amigurumi and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm not really done, but I get bored or I just put it aside and I do something else that's quick, and then I keep doing other things. So yeah, it's gonna be a quick month. My dad will be here the end of August for Labor Day weekend. He and I will both be in New York the first weekend in September. My grandmother passed, and so we're going back for her services, his mom. And then in October, both the boyfriend and I are going to San Antonio to spend a big birthday, my big birthday, with my dad and my sister and my nephews and my brother-in-law, because I haven't had a birthday with my family since 2013, 2014. It's been a while. And it was probably when my nephew was born the day, my second nephew was the day after my birthday. We were supposed to share a birthday, but the doctors wouldn't allow it. So, we're going down to celebrate, you know, his and mine. But I was in Texas for school when he was born. So, and that was 2013. So that was the last birthday I spent with my family. And so that's what we're gonna do. And then that should be it for travel. I have traveled so much in the last 18 months. I am over it. So, stay safe out there. Kids are going back to school. And listen, even if you don't believe masking works, it's a barrier. It's a barrier to those germs. So, take care of yourself. Hydrate. Be kind to yourself and others. Mask if you must. Mask if you want to. Because those little germy kiddos are going to be bringing back all kinds of nastiness to their families. And I don't have kids, and I don't want to get sick. So, yeah. Wash your hands, drink your water, take a walk for your mental health, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!